Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while since I filmed my last Empties video, and I've been trying to save my empty products as I use them up so that I could film another one. I was starting to get really overwhelmed by the mess and the garbage, so I began to throw some of the things out. So I figured while I still had some left, let me recap them real quick so that I can just clean out. I have been all about keeping a clean space lately. Even though I'm saving these products so that I can share them, they still like bother me by being in my space if they're not being used. So I'm gonna go through them today and then they are out of my life. I'm gonna apologize in advance if you hear my stomach grumbling. I am so hungry. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Most of the products I'm gonna share are skincare products. I seem to go through those the quickest, and there are a few makeup products as well. All right, so the first one is this Jergens Natural Glow Express Body Moisturizer. I use this on my face. I actually really love this product. I put it on at night before I go to bed, wake up with a great glow. I've repurchased this many times, but I've actually started to use some other self-tanners, so I don't think that I'm gonna be picking this up again, at least right now. And I think you might be surprised to hear how many of these things I'm actually not gonna repurchase, not because I didn't like them, but because I am becoming so conscious of the things that I bring into my space, and I'm trying really hard to use up the products that I already have. If I ran out of a self-tanner, the odds of me having another self-tanner on hand is pretty high. So I'm trying to just get a lot better about using what I have before replacing it. And if I don't want to use what I have, just getting rid of it so I can replace it with something that I like more. The next product, this I think was actually in my last Empties video. This is the St. Ives Blackhead Clearing Green Tea Scrub. This is my favorite. I use it every morning. I've heard it's not good to exfoliate your skin daily, but I just don't feel like my skin gets clean unless I exfoliate it, and this is a really gentle cleanser. It's not a harsh exfoliant, it's nothing like the apricot scrub, it's just a really fine grit that feels amazing when I use it. So I actually have already repurchased this because I don't like to keep a lot of facial cleansers on hand. This is the one and only face wash that I do use. While we're on the topic of facial cleanser, this Burt's Bees cleansing oil. I bought this after I ran out of the simple cleansing oil, which I really liked. And then after that, I found another one, which is actually in this pile, that totally blew my mind. Going back. So I bought this one to replace the simple. It worked, but not as well, in my opinion, as the simple cleansing oil, and it burned my eyes. It really hurt when I used this. I was not a fan. So it is empty, not because I used it all up on my face, but because I actually started using it to clean my beauty blender. It worked so well. If you get your beauty blender damp and then squirt some oil onto it and kind of massage the makeup out, and then run it under water, it is like the best cleanser. So I love cleaning my beauty blenders with cleansing oils, and that's kind of what I use this for. So I'm happy that I got my money's worth and I used it up, but I definitely will probably not buy this one again. This is the last skincare, I'm sorry. But this, I saved the best for last. So if you follow me on social media, if you read my blog, if you've watched some of my videos in the past, you know that this is the best, like the best makeup remover that I've ever used in my life. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I use this stuff to like the last drop. I could probably get like one more removal out of this. This stuff is so amazing. It is so gentle. It removes every speck of makeup on my face, like every speck. So I have a full face of makeup. I apply this, rub it in really well, my eyes, my mascara, my eyebrows, everything, and it just melts. It begins to melt off. Splash it with some warm water and your face is just refreshed. So I use this every single night. I just bought a new one. I cannot wait for it to come in. There's honestly nothing like this. If there's one thing in this whole video that you need to try, it is this product. Honestly, cannot rave about it enough. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to try it because it's definitely one of those products that has like changed my life and will be with me for a very, very long time. Okay, another self-tanner. This is more for your body as opposed to your face. It's the Quick Tan Instant Self-Tanner. It is a spray. Now, I don't think that it sprays totally even. It's actually really hard to get any kind of even tan at home on your own, but I will mix a little bit of my moisturizer with this, and it gives you the most beautiful color. It's perfect if you just need something on your legs really quick, your arms. I use it just to tan the parts of my body that are gonna be exposed. My favorite part about this is that it smells like coconut or cocoa. Cocoa or coconut. kind of cocoa. It has like a hint of self-tanner spray, but nothing nearly as bad as like nearly every other product on the market. So this is my favorite. You can get it at Sally's Beauty Supply, and I promise you'll love it. I have one hair product. So I use a volumizing mousse, volumizing root spray, and some like other thickening agents every single time I blow dry my hair. One of the mousses that I have loved over the last year is this Indie hair foam. It works really, really well. The only thing I don't like about it is that this is like a plastic bottle. I think they don't, my hairdresser told me that they are like really environmentally conscious or something, so they don't use aerosol sprays or whatever the can is that like creates a foam. So this does create a foam, but sometimes it comes out a little liquidy. Regardless, it still works wonderful. I really liked this. I do have other volumizing mousses that I'm using at the moment, so I probably won't be repurchasing this just yet. On to makeup. I feel like most of the makeup that I'm going to share, I shared in my last Empties video, which I guess is good because that just means that I actually genuinely like these products. This and the Fit Me foundation are like my go-tos if I need a new drugstore foundation. I've repurchased this many times. I probably won't be buying another bottle just yet because I do have a couple right now that I'm using and I want to finish those up first. But when I'm in the market, this may be something that I go back to. I'm having a lot of fun trying new products lately. So while I do love my old favorites, I am kind of finding some new favorites, but it's all about not having too much. Like, I love the fact that I can't pump anything out of this because it's empty. It's like such a good feeling. It's nice to use up what you've bought. This would not be a video of mine if it didn't have a bronzer in it. So I have the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dulce. There's a little bit of product left, but it's really hard to get this on my brush. I just feel like it's not working as well as it used to, so in the trash it goes, but this was a great product. I've actually bought this bronzer a time or two already, and I do have one bronzer that I'm using, but it's really, really deep. So I'm in the market for one for the winter. If you have any great drugstore bronzer recommendations, send them to me. Everyone always recommends the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's really hard to say that, Physicians Formula. But every time I go to buy it, and I've picked it up so many times, it just looks way too light. I just feel like it's not gonna be dark enough for me. And I'm not looking for a super dark bronzer, but I think it's still just too light for the color I like to make my skin. If you have other suggestions, leave them below because I'm definitely interested in hearing them. All right, I have two mascaras that I'm going to share. If you've watched any of my videos lately, you know that this combination has been my mascara go-to, but unfortunately both of these have dried out and I recently replaced them. One is the Showing Out mascara and one is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. You've seen this one before. I've gone through quite a few tubes of this. Great product. It is a little pricey and I didn't pay for them. I actually got sent a bunch of them. Normally I probably wouldn't spend this much on mascara, but these two products were wonderful. I've since replaced them with my like all-time favorite mascara. This is like the #1 question I get asked. I'm gonna make a video about it, but I'll tell you right now, the Maybelline The Falsies, not the waterproof version, is hands down like the most amazing mascara I've ever used. That's what I'm wearing today. I'm so happy to have it back in my makeup bag. I was waiting to run out of my products before I repurchased it. It's back in action and it is great. We are almost done. I have two eye products. The e.l.f. Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. I had like 2 or 3 of these in the Empties bag that I wanted to share that I ended up just throwing out. But I did save this one because I just ran out of it. I can't. This is amazing, and they're becoming a little more difficult to find. Every time I go to pick one up, it seems that they're always sold out, but they are only $2 or $3, I always forget. But if I see more than one, I will buy because I know that I use them, and they do kind of run out quickly. It is just the best product for my brows. I haven't found anything that works as well as this. For the price, you cannot beat it. So it stinks that I have to replace it so often, but it's kind of worth every single penny to me. This is the Marc Jacobs Magic Marker Precision Liner. I love this product. I've gone through a couple of these in the past and I would repurchase it, but I'm not going to because I've started to practice my liquid liner, and I've actually been using an e.l.f. liquid liner that I think I do a decent job with, and it's so much cheaper. This is kind of pricey, but it's a great product, and the felt tip is really, really easy to use. So I might go back to this or try to find something similar. If you know something similar that's a little cheaper, let me know in the comments because I would love to check it out. And then the last product I have to share is this Kat Von D Locket Cream Concealer in the shade L1 Neutral. If you watch any of my Instagram videos, my YouTube videos, I use this in almost all of them. I actually try to mix it up because I feel like this was getting a little redundant, but it's finally empty and I'm so sad. I use this underneath my eyes. I use it almost as a highlight, so beneath my eyes, on my chin, between my brows, and nothing has compared to this product. This I probably will 100% repurchase at some point. I do have a couple other concealers that I'm using right now and I want to use them up because I just, like I keep saying, don't want all this clutter and products that I'm not using. So this is amazing. If you're looking for something to highlight those areas, grab this. And if you're just looking for a great full coverage concealer, there's a range of shades and you should check them out. I've been so impressed by Kat Von D products, which is so funny because it's not a brand that I would have initially been drawn to. I'm more of like a Benefit, Too Faced, more like cutesy makeup, not so much like edgy rocker chic, but her stuff is great and it's all vegan, cruelty-free, no animal testing, and I'm just consistently impressed with her products. Props to Kat Von D. And that is it. That is all that I've rounded up right now. I do have some other products that are almost on their way out, and I did, like I mentioned, throw out some other ones that just did not make it to this video. There was a YSL mascara, I remember. Oh, there was like a teeth whitener. What else did I toss? There were a couple e.l.f. pencils. But whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm sure you're not like that disappointed that you didn't get to see more of my garbage, but I like Empties videos. It's fun for me to see what people actually use. It's interesting to see what I actually use because how often do we use things to the very end? I know I've mentioned this throughout the video and I've mentioned it in my blog content recently, but I'm becoming so fascinated with the concept of minimalism. I love listening to the Minimalist podcast and everything that they preach just resonates so strongly with me, and it's all about not collecting so much stuff and being conscious of the things that you bring into your space. And I keep saying I will never be a true minimalist, but it has helped me a ton when it comes to purchasing things and cleaning out my living space. I have gotten rid of so many things that I just don't use, I haven't had a need for. Makeup, hair products, skin products is like probably one of the biggest avenues where we collect junk. That's why I'm trying to be really conscious about not repurchasing products that I already have. So yeah, I am just totally fascinated with this whole minimalism concept. It's just helped me stay on track, stay focused, and concentrate on the things that are important and not bringing so much stuff into my life. It's been really like freeing. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And leave me a comment letting me know if you've tried any of these products before and what you think about them. All right guys, I will see you next time.